In a recent interview, Kellyanne Conway, former counselor to Donald Trump himself, said that Donald Trump needs to stop complaining about the 2020 election and, quote, move on. She said, we've got to move on. She also pointed out in this interview that Rudy Giuliani has had every opportunity in the world to present evidence to prove his claims, evidence that he swears he has, and he hasn't done it. So here's Kellyanne Conway begging Donald Trump that if you want to run again, is what she said, you have to move on from 2020. People don't want to hear that anymore. People don't want you to go out there with the sour grapes acting like, oh, it's not fair, everybody's against me. That's going to turn a lot of people off. You know, typically I do not agree in any way with Kellyanne Conway. Never have. Never thought I would. But here, she is absolutely right. Kellyanne Conway is a lot of things, but she is not an idiot. You know, I know she acts like one sometimes, but it is an act. It is absolutely an act. She is trying to further her career, and in order to do that, she has to further Donald Trump's career because he's pretty much the only person left in this country that's going to hire her. And what's interesting to me, though, is that this new story came out, right? She does this interview. She says he's got to move on, stop talking about the 2020 election, move on to 2024, run on your accomplishments, run on how horrible Biden and Harris have been. They've ruined the country, she said. But she's still technically attacking Trump here. And this actually comes after the two had reconciled, after Donald Trump attacked her for saying in her book that she told him he lost the 2020 election. And here she is telling him again, stop talking about the 2020 election. Rudy Giuliani's lying to you, by the way. So how is Trump going to respond to this? So far, we haven't seen anything. But you know he knows, right? You know he knows. There is no way Kellyanne Conway goes out there, does this interview with a conservative news outlet, and it doesn't get back to Donald Trump. The question is he going to take her advice? We know that he loves to bitch about the 2020 election. Like that is now his like big thing, just whining and crying about losing in 2020. He didn't lose in 2020. It was stolen from him. It wasn't stolen. But many people in his orbit have already tried to get him to move on, right? They've done polling. Most Republicans want to stop talking about the 2020 election. So if Donald Trump were to run again in 2024, which he's going to run, I mean, even Kellyanne Conway in the interview said, yeah, he's going to run, he's going to have to move on. Otherwise, he's going to turn off too many people to where he likely can't even win in the Republican primary, let alone the general election. But he won't do it. His ego won't let him do it. His ego will not let him accept the fact that he lost to the man that he calls Sleepy Joe Biden. So he is going to continue to be his own worst enemy. And to be honest, I'm here for it all day. I love it. Let him sink himself. Let him ruin his chances. Because him getting back in that White House would be a catastrophe the likes of which this country hasn't seen any time in the last 150 years. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.